Hello everybody, my name is Alesh Eisner and welcome to the Canadian Money Talk, the channel about Canadian investing and personal finance. Please like and subscribe. I record 2 videos per week, so make sure you ring the notification bell to get notified each time one comes out. I wanted to discuss the topic of being a co-signer on a loan, whether you're a parent or you're doing this for a friend. This is where a third-party person puts their name on a loan in addition to the person who's getting the loan. This Good Samaritan guarantees the loan and promises to make the payments if the other person does not. Firstly, let's cover the pros, the good stuff. So number one, it helps a friend or family member obtain financing. There are countless reasons why taking out a loan is a good idea. School, transportation, and housing are just a few. If the availability of a loan is taken away, and then some people's options become very limited. Being rejected for a loan because of poor credit is reality that many people have to deal with, but a cosigner would help them change their financial situation. Co-signing a loan could help someone, go to school, get a reliable car, or move to a better location. Number two, it helps build credit for both signers. In order to build your credit score, you need to get credit, which can be difficult for people who have a bad financial history or no history at all. This is where a cosigner can be beneficial. Someone who has good credit history can co-sign a loan to help a person with bad credit and therefore help them build their credit. Furthermore, since the person who is helping is attached to the loan in the same way as the primary signer, their credit score will also benefit if the loan payments are made on time and the loan is paid off on time. Thirdly, the loan gets better interest rates. Unfortunately, people with bad credit scores and history have to pay higher interest rates because they are seen as high risk by lenders. But if they're able to get a cosigner who has a good credit history, they will benefit from that person's credit strength and therefore be offered a more manageable interest rate. And fourthly, they can avoid predatory lending practices. So by getting a cosigner, you avoid predatory lenders who prey on those looking for a loan but who have bad credit. Predatory lenders are looking for vulnerable people to take advantage of by not clearly explaining the terms of the loan and asking for extremely high interest rates. Having a person with good credit co-sign your loan will allow you to be eligible for a higher quality loan from a lender who is not looking to take advantage of you. Now let's cover the bad things, the cons. Number one, you'll get no material reward. This is the most obvious reason why co-signers for a loan, a car, or even a mortgage could be a bad idea. There's no material benefit to you. You won't get to drive the car or live in the house, but you'll be responsible for the payments. If the person you're signing for is unable to make a payment, then it will be up to you to pay it. Number two, you are responsible for the loan. If you co-sign a loan with someone, you are technically the only reason they are able to get the loan. Your good credit score and history is why your friend or family member with bad credit score and history is able to get a loan. If the payments stop being made, then the person with the good credit, which is you, will be held legally responsible because you are more likely to be able to pay off the debt. The lender, choosing the path of least resistance, will come after you rather than pursuing the other person through collections, for example, because you are the easier person to get the money from. Number three, you could be rejected for a loan you need in the future. So co-signing a loan now could make it impossible for you to get a loan if and when you need one because the payments on both loans may be too much for your salary. Think about your future carefully before you decide to co-sign a loan. You might not think you'll need a loan in the near or even distant future, but you never really know, and you don't want to be rejected if the time comes. Number four, you will have to make the payments. Prepare yourself to make the payments no matter what. Since you have taken on the responsibility of being a co-signer, you need to protect yourself and your credit score. Put aside some money just in case the other signer defaults and be prepared for the worst. And finally, number five, you will have to keep track of the payments. Even if your friend or family member promises they are making the payments, you will still need to check for yourself. Simply putting it to the back of your mind and not checking up on them every month will not be an option. You will have to treat it like all of your other monthly bills and stay organized and on top of it. Wanting to help out a friend or a family member is never a bad idea, but when you're asking to help them out financially, you should think carefully about the consequences. Depending on the situation, the good can outweigh the bad, but the bad can also outweigh the good. The best idea for both parties is to have the best understanding of what co-signing a loan really means. That way, you have the opportunity to help out a friend. You'll be able to say yes with confidence. My personal experience with co-signing loans was that one of the first ladies that I dated seriously many years ago contacted me to co-sign a loan for a new car, unfortunately several years after we broke up. I had no car at the time and I was commuting by public transit 3 hours per day, so I declined. I didn't really see a reason why she needed a new car with me on the hook for it if she wasn't able to pay. I'm sure she got a used car and was just fine. So to conclude, I would suggest not to enter into a co-signed loan. Obviously, this is a personal choice. And now that you know the pluses and the minuses, I'm hoping you are better informed than you were previously. But the reason I would recommend against it is that a person will have the best intentions at the time that the loan is being signed and co-signed, but things change over time, especially if it's a bigger loan. It could last for a while and there is more time for something to go wrong. It may not even be on purpose that the person stops making the payments. There's just no money, or in their mind there's higher priorities for the money, especially if it's a child who's out on their own for the first time and they want to do all sorts of things. And if mom and dad are going to take on the payments because they legally have to, they're going to be okay with it, even if they believe that they'll pay it back or take the payments back over. So you may just be stuck with the loan, which I don't think anybody wants to, but you'll have to keep paying it in order to protect your credit score. So if you have any requests on what you would like me to cover in future videos, please put that into the comment section. Please like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and may you have a profitable day.